it's Mary of marydixon.com, Mary Dixon Works of Heart on Facebook. And I'd like to invite you into my home and my small studio to show you some of the paintings I have recently put on offer on my website, marydixon.com. So come on in and let's have a look around. You'll see it's very Christmassy. Here's Alfie excitedly welcoming you to our home. So I thought I would show you these on the wall, even though the lighting is bad. It's a little too warm here, but you can see the actual images on my website at marydixon.com /shop, where they are closely cropped, and you can see zoom in on all the details and see the color and the descriptions and everything you need to know about them. But I thought it would be good to give you a little sort of context of how big they actually are in a room. So this in my entry hallway has like a 4-foot high cabinet, and so this one, the turtle, home is wherever I am, is 24 inches on the vertical by 30 inches wide. So that gives you a little more sense of scale perhaps. All of my canvases are finished on the side with paint, and they are all topped with 2 layers of an acrylic varnish that is a satin finish, so it has a very slight sheen. So we're getting a little glare from the overhead light here, and a little bit of extra yellow in the coloring from the lighting and from the color of my walls, which in my hallway are beige on this side and yellow throughout my living room, as you can see. So there is a little color cast, and so that's something to be aware of wherever you hang your art. Is the color of lighting affects it. It'll change through the day from daylight to incandescent light, or if you're using LEDs, it'll be more blue, unless they're warm. So that's just something to consider when you're buying art. This one is 20 inches by 20 inches. It's a mandala, which was a meditation on connection, community, togetherness, friendship, cooperation. So it's called my connection mandala. And it's in deep magenta, a little bit of purple, green, teal, turquoise, and blue. It looks a bit more red in the center because of the golden light in here. So, but know that it's a bit more magenta purple. You can hear the thumping of my dog scratching in the background, which is very helpful, Alfie. And here in my little studio, I'll just give you a little tour of my 9 by 11 inch kind of studio. Not very big, but it's small. So this is why I don't experiment with any other mediums than media than acrylic at the moment, and maybe a little bit of watercolor, because I have no more room for other stuff. This is my fierce baby boho elephant of fierce love, also known as Perseverance, and she was a meditation on love, and in the case of most of these, I meditated on an intention, and then the imagery came through. So I didn't know I was going to do an elephant when I started this. So it was all about love, and there are lots of hearts and loving statements painted on the underlayers of this. So you can learn all about these on the website. Descriptions are there, and the size and the prices and so on. But I'll just give you a sense of scale. So that's 24 by 30 inches wide, 30 inches wide. And so once again, this is more about the size than about all the details. This one is Playful Dolphins, and this was a meditation on play, playfulness, and friendship. And so that's the color of the dolphins is kind of a purpley, a reddish purple with a gold and green. You can see little details like it says joyful, friends, love, play. There's lots of layers of color, lots of fun. It's kind of a meditation on childhood in a way. Childhood or childlike energy. So that's 24 by 36. So you can see I've got like these 36-inch high bookcases. So that's the scale. And then we've got, this one is Autumn Butterfly. So it's deep, rich, autumny tones, but with some pinky, rosy colors and purple, deep blue greens and green and gold. There's a little bit of gold paint used there too. Autumn Butterfly is about kind of rising up and to freedom. And this one is King or Queen of My Heart. And while you could interpret that as an ode to the one you love beside yourself, this was actually a meditation on self-love. So you can, if you're needing some self-love energy, this one might be good for you to remind yourself of how wonderful you are. There's lots of hearts in it. Sorry for the lighting here. It's getting dark today. Whoops, I'm casting shadows. Here we go. So that one's 18 by 24 inches, 24 inches wide. This one's 24 inches square. That's the healing heart, winged heart of healing. And the green is for the heart chakra, which is the energy center associated with the heart. And the wings to take flight and be lighthearted, to rise up out of any pain or suffering. And as always, you can add your own meaning, whatever you see in it. This one, the Cougar Spirit Guide is only available as an 8x10 print. This painting original is not for sale. That's mine for me, as is the Garden Goddess. But she's also available as an 8x10 print. Archival inkjet on a watercolor type paper. And this one is about letting go. This was an autumn meditation on letting go, because autumn's the time when the leaves let go. And so all the tones are very golden. She's golden yellow as she seems. So, yes. And the words are in red, and it says, with every breath, I let go and release, surrendering to the inevitability and necessity of change in order to grow beyond my blinkered vision. Sorry for the wonky. I was trying to read what I wrote. So there's some, overt symbolism in there, like the leaves blowing and a bird taking the baggage away, and the snake symbolism. The snake is always, shedding skin, transformation, transmutation. So if you need a dose of that energy is there. And we'll go into the living room, all lit up for Christmas. We'll say hello to a sleepy cat who's very sleepy. That's Spirit Cat. And here is 24-inch by 36-inch wide. My Wings Set Me Free. This one's on a thick profiled gallery canvas. So it's got an 1.5 inch thickness, whereas I think all the other ones I showed you were 3/4 inch. And it says that on the descriptions on marydixon.com/shop. When you go to the gallery there, it'll give you all the information you need. And this was about rising up. My mentor, Whitney Freya, created a course called Rise Above, and we as creatively fit coaches teach it, or most of us do, to classes where we paint our wings. And this was one of several wing paintings I have done. And this one I'm ready to release to the rest of the world for somebody else's benefit. My Wings Set Me Free. kind of almost got a stained glass kind of look to it with the colors underneath. So that's 24 by 36 inches. So again, you can see the scale next to a large armchair and a lamp. That's how big that is. And, oh, look, a cat in every chair. What the heck? There you go, that's Leo. And this one has become a favorite of mine, but I'm also willing to let it go to a home that needs it. This one is 18 by 24 inches, so 24 inches wide. And this is called Wonder. And it was a meditation on wonder, childlike innocence, childlike wonder. It's how I feel when I'm out in the garden, when I'm, watching the birds that we feed on our deck, or I'm gardening and looking around at things close up. I photograph a lot of bugs and butterflies and bees and such, really close up on flowers. And so this is kind of how I feel when I'm doing that. So there's a mixture of joy and innocence and pure wonder at the beauty of nature. So that one's called Wonder. And yes, the skin tone is a goldish tone. So this is a very warm colored image with magenta and orange and the gold mixed with the cooling teals and turquoise and cerulean blue. So that one is kind of close to my heart, especially. So there's that. And see the difference in lighting. You got an LED out there, even though it looked warm. Now here we've got incandescent lights and yellow walls, so it's really hard to replicate the appropriate colors. So that's why I have a website to show you close up with a more accurate rendering, depending on how your screen is too. Anyway, this one is the Healing Mandala I created this fall when so much strife was going on. So this is quite a large one. It is 30 inches by 30 inches. So let's see, I don't have appropriate furniture but that's like a big ottoman below it. So that's 30 by 30. You can see it in relation to the hallway. So that's 30 by 30 in greens and blues. Starts from indigo in the middle and going out to a lighter green with all the rainbow colors, with all the intentional words on the surface of this one about what I want to see in the world and in people and in myself. A lot of qualities and traits that I would like to see, because we've been through some hard times lately. So you can see kind of close up. There we go. And you can zoom in on my website to see the images close up in all their detail, all the layers looking. So this one is, gosh, I don't know what I called her. I'm having a brain fart. Anyway, this whale has a lot of mother energy underneath it. For me, it could mean something totally different to you. It was a meditation on the ocean and a spirit guide from the ocean. And this whale came through, and she's kind of playful, but she's also very bold. And the words that came through were trust, strength, go deep, communicate freely. Underneath here is the word gentleness. And hidden in her body actually is so much wisdom. The words are underneath there. They've got painted over, but they're in there. So much wisdom. And sing your song. And communicate freely, breathe, and love. And then you've got the rays of sort of sonar, her song radiating out to the world. So while she's got this kind of gentleness, she's also very bold, and she's speaking her soul. So that's 24 vertical by 36 inches wide, and it's on the thicker gallery profile as well. And as I think I said, I paint all the edges, and I top coat these with a satin acrylic varnish to help protect them from, the environment. This is the green Tara, which is a healing goddess. She's not really a goddess, I guess. She's said to be a female Buddha. And there are many faces of Tara. There's like 22 faces of Tara. And this one ended up being the green Tara, which I painted along with a cohort of a number of people in a program with my mentor, Whitney Freya. And so all of them are exquisitely different and unique. And this one's mine. And she's on a blue lotus. She's got the blue lotus flower rising out of the muck. She's got her right foot ready to step forward to the aid of whoever needs her. She's kind of a rescuer, protector Tara. And she's got her hands in these mudras, which are healing energy. And she's very abundant. She has jewelry, abundant jewelry and flowers. This is often how she's depicted in one form or another. And the colors have their own symbolism attached to, and you can make of that what you will. She takes up a lot of space, much like my whale. She's bursting out of her frame, basically. And yet she has a very gentle, peaceful, and compassionate gaze. So she's a very loving Tara, but also got a lot of power around her with that red and orange. So that's it. So you can get an idea. So she's 24 inches wide by 30 inches tall. So the same size as the elephant and the turtle, but vertical orientation. So you can get a sense of how big she is. There's the dining room with the Christmas tree. We have a very traditional type of older home. And so that's all I have for sale right now. I'll just show you my creative goddess that I painted in a workshop with another teacher who's a fellow creatively fit coach. So this one's here to inspire me. And she's also taking up a lot of space. It's really surprised me as I've painted some of these that they're just about bursting out of their frames or edges. I didn't think I was very used to taking up space. And that was an early one I did with an Earth Mother. Not for sale also, although I do have 16 by 20 print available of her with her spirit helpers. So that's it from me. I'm wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. And if you'd like to get in touch, you can reach me through my website, marydixon.com, or mary@marydixon.com. These are on the shop page, and you can also contact me through my Facebook page, Mary Dixon Works of Heart. So hope you've enjoyed the little studio tour, and I hope to hear from you. Thanks. Bye.